Hello, welcome to the stream. My computer, I was about to turn off the music, but then it started being slow. What we got here? My last comment was finally live. There we go. Any questions we had here? I missed up here. Nope, all good. By the way, thank you for the active chat. It feels good. Hi, finally, yeah. What are we going to do in the preview? Talk about the match. I'm going to talk about the match a bit, and yeah, we'll see from there. Hopefully it goes well. What we got here? Connect. When's the last time Garnacho came in your chat? I've not seen him in ages. Good question. I don't think he's been here for the whole Elkai saga. On a cruise to Norway tomorrow. Man, I'm lucky. If I knew it was during like the international break, maybe see Ireland. Garnacho edits is a bit of an L. Well, big ups to everyone who's tuned in. I appreciate it massively. Today we're talking about Man City vs Ipswich. Did touch on it briefly, and look, I've decided not to put Gundogan in my starting 11. I heard what MCFR said, and then I really thought about it, and I was like, yeah, they're probably right, to be honest. Maybe I'm just a bit on the high of Gundogan joining. Now then, obviously, we're probably going to get into Gundogan joining the club. I do not doubt that for a second. We will probably touch on it. I do recommend watching my Welcome Back to Man City video if you haven't already. If you enjoy my content, you probably will like that. Now, my channel, someone in the chat is like, you are MCSC TV. I just ask if they want to come on. Blinking neck. Oh, well, look, I've enough seen just this blue background. Let's get straight into this. Oh, okay. Well, that was meant to be a bit more well timed. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's get straight into this. There you go. This is the starting 11. Now then, look, I'm not going to lie, I don't think this is going to happen. This is more of what I want, was trying to keep it realistic-ish. I have no doubt I've gotten a bit of the front four wrong. Is that your favourite City top? It's one of them. I've always loved the black and red stripes, I have our old one from years ago. It doesn't fit me anymore because I had it when I was a kid, but to see it getting recreated was just beautiful. Haaland on the back since it was his first season, and I didn't have a top for him yet. I got this, I think, for my birthday in 2023, and I was like, you know what? This is no bad time, really. But let's get straight into this. Whole third kit came out. I got it within an hour. Fair play. Your favourite colour, red? No. I like red and black. I think red and black is a nice combination. And I think that this is just a really clean kit. I do prefer just the straight down lines, but I understand they had to switch it up a bit, make it look a bit different-ish. My favourite colour is green, which is annoying because I can't wear anything green when I have this. So until I get until I get like my own room, I can't even wear my favourite colour on stream. There we go. Got that out eventually. Throw them away, that's it. I know Alvarez got a peach against them in his first season. Did he score the first? I can't remember. I know Alvarez scored like a really nice goal. 6-0. Oh my lord. I wasn't thinking that. But I take that. But let's get into this. Look, I'm going Edison in net. I think Edison, look, he slipped up against Chelsea on the Cole Palmer shot. Luckily, though, Jackson was poorly positioned and the goal didn't stand. So I'm glad that that happened. But look, he's got to get a bit better just catching that. He should catch that, Edison, whether it's offside or not, whether he got lucky or not. We have standards here, and you can't just depend on luck forever. So I hope he obviously works on that. But for all I know, it's a one-time error. But if we can work on that, that would be very nice to see. Every season we always wear a certain kit. I know. We'll always wear like a certain kit, like an absolute ton, and excluding the home shirt we'll obviously wear for half the games in the season, basically. But when it comes to the away and the third, we'll always wear one of them an absolute ton. And the other one will get worn like 5 times. Like, the one with the collar from last season, like the reddish collar and like the creamish shirt? I swear that only got worn a few times. The one with lightning got worn an absolute ton in away games. I think of Spurs, I think of Leipzig, I think of Copenhagen. Those are the first 3 games that come to mind. I can only really think about a couple for the red collar one. The Palace, Wolves, and I can't really think of another. 5-1. Foden, hat-trick Foden, brace Haaland. I'll say that. Moving on, though, in the 11, I've gone for Rico Lewis. Now then, I don't think this is going to happen, to be honest. I think Walker will get the first start at the Etihad. But I think Rico Lewis, look, I thought he played really, really well against Chelsea, to be honest. I thought he was stunning, and I gave him man of the match. I thought he was absolutely brilliant, Rico Lewis, and he really shocked me. Performing in a big game like that on the first game of the season, a game I didn't think he started, but he did get the nod because Kyle Walker had only trained like once or twice. I don't think this will happen, but I think it should happen, to be honest. I think Rico Lewis deserves to start, but I don't think it'll happen. Akanji Diaz, centre-back pairing. I've got a feeling like this is going to be the pairing going into the following season. Oh, that third kit is awful. The one where we don't even have the badge on it, it's just like our name along here. That third kit is horrible. I disliked it the moment it came out. Look, sometimes when it comes to kits that come out, I'm like, okay, I'm not keen on that, but maybe it'll grow on me when the players wear it on the pitch. And that does happen to me sometimes. Even this season's shirt has grown on me a little bit. I'm not going to say it's great now. It's definitely not great. It's definitely not like top 5 City home kits, but it's grown on me a little bit. I like it a bit more now. But look, I think that kit was just awful. No matter what. It didn't look good when the players wore it. Didn't look good if I wore it. I'd never bought it because it was that bad. But yeah, not for me. Definitely not. Vardio's the worst player in the starting lineup. I mean, that's quite a statement. But I mean, it's not really a discredit, to be honest. It's more just a credit to this squad. And I probably get why you're saying that. I mean, I'd probably take Vardio over Lewis because Lewis still needs a lot of time to grow. And don't get me wrong, Vardio's like 22. But yeah. 7-0 says FIFA. I take 7. I take 7 instantly. Big up Stop Online. Hey, yeah, absolutely. And we have... Oh, don't get me started, please. I was trying to avoid saying that. Yeah, Diaz and Akanji seem to be the good centre-back pairing going on this season. 2021 has grown on me so much. I love that shirt, to be honest. I think if the blue... I don't know what it is. The blue threw me off a little bit. I think if the blue was like a slightly darker tone, ever so slightly, I think it would be a stunning shirt. I think it would be beautiful. Gundo times 3. Oh my lord, what a return that would be, eh? Take that in a heartbeat. Never play Foden left wing. I'm going to get into why. I would like to say it has gone on decent periods playing on the left. Reminds me of Gundo cooking Sanchez. Oh, Sanchez, yeah. That's rough. Absolutely retired him. But Vardiol, left back, I think he's been really good ever since that Real Madrid Bernabeu game. It just seems to be good. Actually, no, not since that game. Since Arsenal 0-0 at the Etihad, I think he just kept going up, and I think he's finding a decent level now for City. And I really hope he can just maintain a good bit of form and just keep going the way he is, because I think he's so good with Josko Vardiol. I think it's going to be a signing we look back on and think, what a buy that was. Okay, yeah. I think that applies for basically everyone, to be honest. Apart from Doku. Doku was great that game. Moving on to the pivot. Same pivot as last time that started. Kovacic, Vardiol. No, what am I on about? Kovacic, Bernardo. As much as I wanted to put Gundo in this team, can't see it happening. I know it's not training, that's the issue, but I thought Kova played really well. Lovely goal. And Bernardo, I'm pretty sure, got man of the match. Pretty sure he got man of the match, given to him. Although I thought it was Rico Lewis's, to be honest. But yeah, Bernardo, I suspect will play too, because he did play really well. This is a huge season for Grealish and Stones. Do you agree? Ooh, interesting. I do think it is definitely for Grealish, but on Stones, we know Pep loves Stones, but I do think Stones needs to have a good season. He needs to have a less injury-prone season, and I know that's like fighting his own body, essentially. But look, we can't keep a player who's going to keep getting injured just for him to play 5 games and get injured again. It just gets to a point. And whilst I do think we are good when we have Stones, I no longer think that Stones is a starter. And so if we have a bench player that can't stay fit, his use doesn't become redundant, but it just becomes worrying. But John Stones, I have no doubt that he can, step it up. There's no doubt in my mind. He's a great player. Get Cancelo in? Absolutely not. He's on his way out, it seems. Al Hilal. Never should have left. Nah, I don't think Ilkay Gundogan should have, but I mean, learned the error of his ways and came back. Let's have a look at John Stones' injury history. Nah, I won't look at all of it because it's not pretty. Last season, it says he only got 1 injury last season, which I know isn't true. I know he picked up little injuries on the way, but on almost every season he's picked up an injury. The treble season was really bad for injuries, but then every time he did play, he was absolutely cooking. Champions League final, we won't forget that. And after he came back from his second injury, the injury that he recovered from in March, he just started cooking. So fair play to him there. I think if he does get an injury, he just needs to pick up where he left off. This last season, I think we saw with his injury, he needed almost like a recovery period for him to actually get back into it, which I understand. It was a long injury last season, but I want to see John Stones, recover from injuries like he did in the treble season, get injured, but then come back like he was never injured. And I know that might seem unfair, but I'm just being honest. Get O'Reilly in. Did everyone leave? Not everyone. Cancelo going soon? Yes. 40 million is a great deal. O'Reilly, I don't think so, to be honest. Even if it is Ipswich, I say that like they're a bad team. But I don't think Bernardo or Kova deserve to lose their spot. I'm back. Welcome back. I don't think either of them deserve to lose their spot. I think it would be a bit unfair, but I suspect we will see them start. Moving on to the front four. Savinho, right wing. I think this is. I hate the YouTube algorithm has done you do. It's just not fair. I'll make a Man City edit. Thank you, Marcus, the go of edits. Are you a United fan, by the way? Your profile picture suggests it, but at the same time, you're seen quite supportive of City. On the YouTube algorithm, I mean, I just gotta make content. I feel just gotta keep making content. Don't drop it, and just keep going. My Ilkay Gundogan video from earlier hasn't been too bad, in fairness. Who knows? Maybe when I get to 600, we'll start cooking. Savinho right wing. I think he absolutely deserves that. To be honest, I think he has been class. He was class against Chelsea anyway. He was really, really good. And I see no reason for him to be dropped after that. He's just been a really good... he's just been a really good addition. Savinho against Chelsea, cooked Cucurella, and, really did make some moments of magic. I think he even cooked Cole Palmer a little bit, to be honest. Maybe I'm just saying that because I want him to, but... I think he was really good to be now. I think he deserves to start. Kevin De Bruyne at Cam. Look, he's had a week off. Well, not a week off, but, a week with no games. I think he could probably play this. For me, 500, 700 was slowish. I can't lie, slow down. Again, high periods, low periods. I said that throughout the really low periods back in, March to June. Even July a bit, I made that clear, low periods and all that. Doubts Javier plays, interesting. So I have no doubt that a high period is to come. Would have kept Palmer CBH. I think we all would have, to be honest. I don't think anyone wanted him to go, it just seemed like he wanted to go. I really liked Palmer, and I thought, how he started that season, goal against Arsenal, goal in the Super Cup. I really thought that was his season to come in. Almost like how I felt like of Oscar Bob, doing really good at the beginning of this season. But no, Cole Palmer dipped, and Oscar Bob's gotten injured. Poor guy. I know, that is the weird thing. Chelsea got 900, the pre-season one. Pre-season, by the way. That got 900 views, which is crazy numbers. And then it's just not ever hit that quite. Even United got 168, which, again, it's not my highest, but it's not my worst either. Chelsea match preview got 100. So, who knows? Maybe I need to say something again. But, we'll see. Look, it's not the worst. Go to the chat markers, go to edit. But I think Savinho deserves to play. De Bruyne, he could pop up moments. Had a week off in terms of playing a match. Has just been training, so I think he'll play now. And Phil Foden left wing. Probably the weirdest one here, and I'll get into why. Look, don't know why I don't want to see Doku play this game. Don't know why, my gut's telling me that, and I don't know. I don't really know what Grealish's situation is. Is Grealish back yet? He didn't feature against Chelsea, even though Pep said that he'd probably be ready to. And to be fair, he's had a week to train since then, so the story is probably different now. But I would like to say Phil Foden isn't bad on the left wing. He went on a good period in 2021, I think it was, of playing off the left, and he was really doing good. And it's where some City fans were thinking that winger was his perfect spot. But I would like to say, with these positions, they're going to drift in a lot. I suspect we'll see Phil Foden come in a lot. I'd like to say I even saw... Do you remember when Savinho played that ball through to Oscar Bob and he chipped over to Bernardo? Savinho was playing left wing when he came on. He drifted over to the right wing. That's how much That's how much players drift in this system, and we may see that again. I've said Cam since 2021 to BH. I've always thought in my head like Phil Foden in midfield, it just makes sense. That in the academy, absolutely cooked in the academy at Cam, and even just midfield in general. But then I was thinking back in 2021, like in my head, I was like, maybe playing on the wing is just the way he's going to have to get into the team at the moment. And maybe one day he can make it to Cam. We'll see. And, well, that's kind of what's happened. He absolutely was unreal last season. And, yeah, really happy. I plan to do a academy watch along this season, maybe for a derby or something. Oh, nice. That could be good. Big ups for this, by the way. Appreciate that. And moving on to Erling Haaland up top. Like I said, no one else to back him up. There's no Kyogo yet. And Alvarez has obviously dipped. So there really isn't anyone. He's had a week to away from a match anyway. So I think he'll do fine. Well, a week, about 5 days-ish. So I think he will do absolutely fine, Erling Haaland. That does conclude the predicted 11. Hope you liked it. Let me know what I got wrong. This is all about opinion, and every opinion is valid to a certain extent. Thank you all for tuning in. Your support is great as usual. We're on the push for 600. If we can hit that before the end of August, that'd be mental. Although if we don't worry. I'm not gonna hate you guys for life. We'll just hit it the next month, won't we? Hope LB hits 20k. Absolutely, really do. About 400 away. Maybe if I got every single person here to subscribe to him, it would work. But I imagine most of them already are sub to him. Thank you all for tuning in. Your support is great. And I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully big content coming up. And hopefully I can do the watch along tomorrow. It's not definite, but it's possible. Going live again in 30 minutes. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Make sure you go check that out. Great content over there. He's blowing up. Big ups. Big ups, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.